This here is 1332 Knitwear Design House, and I am Anna. I am the CEO, boss, lady, soul designer, and all-around knitting machine. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've done one of these. So we're going to sit back. And we're going to knit a little bit, and we're going to chit-chat. I got about an hour before the hooligans come home. Or start coming home. Well, an hour before I gotta do some other stuff. Before the hooligans come home. It's kind of the way it's been. The hooligans have been hooliganing, and right now the puppy dogs both have marrow bones, so they're good for a little while. Mr. Finn is in the kitchen. Don't mind him if he starts throwing a fit, because that is Mr. Finn for you. This is the back of one of our items this year for the 26 line in the shop. It is. It is. Like I said, I am Anna. I am the CEO, boss, lady, soul designer, and all-around knitting machine. Today is, I don't even remember what today it is. I think it's the 22nd of September. Yay, fun. I gotta hustle if I'm gonna get everything done by the sneak peek, 31st of December. Let me tell you. Uh-oh. I messed up. It's 9/10 of being a master knitter is knowing how to fix your mistakes. I knitted where I should have purled. Everything is moving right along. I have a couple things I still have to cast on, but most of the stuff is moving. I should have 3 things that should come off the needles in the next week. I got the lining material for the AU. It finally came in. So I'll be sewing that up and putting that and the tee all together. The AL should be off my needles next week. Yep. And then I got a bunch of sleeves to do. Luckily, the ones on the CA shouldn't take too long. They're just short. It's just a short sleeve, so I've only got to pick up and then knit to where I want it and then put in the banding. So that won't take long. I still got the front and the sleeves of the H to do though, so. But that's cool because it doesn't take long. The H doesn't take long to knit up at all. It's not hard. Nope. And this, I think, is the M. I think that's the moniker I gave this one here. Are you done already? Seriously? Go lay down. Mom is in the middle of a stream, Missy. Yeah. You need to go lay down and wait your turn. And there's Mr. Finn in the kitchen whining. Things have been moving right along. I have been knitting my little fingers to the bone. Quit! Also did some run house stuff. I got quit it. Some new bookshelves in here and pretty much put together a new entertainment center style thing. So I could put bookshelves in sister's room because she had boxes upon boxes upon boxes of books and no room to play. So Mama rearranged sister's room. And I've got one antique dresser I've got to put downstairs until she gets her big room. Until we add on. I add on. That way she'll have space for everything. Yeah. Because her room is like 10 by 10. It's a tiny little thing. So yeah. Yep. Things have been crazy. Things have been absolutely crazy. Between knitting constantly and getting the kids back in the swing for school and everything, because it seems like they've had like 5 half days and like three uh school institute days already. And of course we're getting the cold that runs through and all the beginning of the year sniffles and everything. Yeah, it's been fun. It has. If you notice, I sound a little bit scratchy right now. I'm still on the recovery end of a gnarly freaking sinus cold that they brought home. Yippee. And I don't know which one of the three brought it home. Not a clue, but somebody brought it home. And mom got it. So now we've all had it. How are things in your neck of the woods? If they have been half as crazy as mine, no, I'm sending you a hug. It will get better. It may not seem like it today or tomorrow, but it will get better. I promise. Yep. Promise. It will get better. So, yeah, this is like the first day in the last 2 weeks that I've actually felt decent enough to haul myself together and to be able to do this. Because usually I have enough energy in the mornings after I get them on the bus to shower and take Finn out, and then I'm like exhausted the rest of the day. Yeah, that's always fun. So yeah, like I said, just the back of a cardigan that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. Hey, bonehead. Those are pearls. That's part of the cable. Yep. Been knitting my little fingers to the bone. Hoping to have everything ready by the sneak peek. I'm thinking I will, but I've still got my fingers crossed that I'll get all the that I'll get everything done. Mm-hmm. Where am I at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 8. Woohoo! You guys are gonna get to see me do a cable turn here in a little bit. Yippee! Like I said, I hope things are good in your neck of the woods. Things have been crazy in mine. Mm-hmm. Finn's getting to be an absolute hooligan. He's a hoss. He's a big dude. Mm-hmm. If I can get him to sit still, I'll post a new picture of him after this. So you guys can see how big he's gotten. Because he's gotten big. Mm-hmm. If you hear snoring, don't worry about it. Izzard's right here next to me. Yep. She's right there. On the floor. That's where Izzardy's hanging out. Izzardy. Isabella. She goes by Izza or Izzard with Mama. Mm-hmm. Yes, I hear you, Finn McGee. No, you cannot be out yet. Sis told me her favorite time of day is when she comes home and Finny just goes absolutely nuts. He does. It's like, oh, Sissy's home. Sissy's home, Sissy's home, Sissy's home. Yay. Mm-hmm. They're absolutely hilarious together, the two of them. Mm. Well, the thing is sometimes he gets too excited and jumps all over. She's not too fond of that. But they both like it when I take him out when I'm watching for their bus, and he gets to see her when she gets off the bus, because then he's like bouncing all over the porch and all over the yard, and he's like, oh, Sissy. He loves him some sister. Like his favorite person. So yeah. Points if you know what that little tune is. I will show you guys what this looks like here in a minute. So what are y'all working on? What's your project? What you got on your needles or in your loop or under your glass? What are you doing? What are you doing? You just hanging out today? I realize it's Monday at like 11 o'clock, and usually we do these, I think we used to do them at 10, but with the kids being in school, 11 is easier for me. This is the cable pattern I'm doing. That's what it looks like far away. That's what it looks like up close. It's really soft. I was working on it the other day. Well, we were grocery shopping, me and mom and dad. And I said something about being really soft to dad, and I kind of held out the end of it. He ooh, that is nice. That is nice. Yeah. I've got to make another yarn purchase because I realized after I got the second ball started here, like right there, that I am going to need extra for the front. So I've got to make a purchase, and I've got a couple other things I've got to pick up. The H, I'm going to need the ones for the one to finish the front, because I've got the better part of a skein there. So I've got to pick up that skein, the skein to finish the front, and then the two for the sleeves. So I got to do that. So yeah, tomorrow is sewing, because the T is ready to sew up and get the placket started. The AU is almost ready to have the lighting sewn in, which I fell into a deal there because I found at the discount resale shop, I found like the exact shade of t-shirting. Oh yes. So I fell into one heck of a deal there. It's supposed to be cotton broadcloth that it's lined in, but it's so hard to match broadcloth to the yarn. So I am thinking that when I do the colors on that one, I will do like a yarn, like a piece of yarn, and then like a fabric swatch, so you guys can see how they go together. And then I got the BI all the way to this part, the banding under the top of it, and when I put in the pleats, I realized that I put them in wrong, because I got about an inch in and it was only that big around. So I'm like, that's not gonna work. So I have to rip out about 5 rows, 6 rows, something like that. So that's going to be fun. The G, I am 2/3 of the way through the back. Yes. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I have the M and the G, all the pieces that I had the yarn for are all cast on. So on the G, I have about that much done on the front. That's just waiting for me to get done with the back so I can hop over and start working on the front. And I've got just about that much on the sleeves too. So it won't be too much, it won't be too long, and it works up fast. So so there's that. Things are moving right along. Like I said, things are moving right along. I'm hoping I get everything done by the sneak peek. So cross your fingers and hope, folks. Say a prayer for me if you can, because I'm gonna need it. I also got to pull that sleeve out of the C and regulate my rows a little bit better. My colors, because right now I did that one in the sweet roll from Premiere, and I've got these 3 big color blocks down the sleeve, and I don't like that. I want to take it apart and fix the coloring on the sleeves. It's just the sleeves. So yeah, by the end of this week, I should have the T and the AU completely finished. I should have the G well past the arms, past the to take off for the armpit. I should have this piece finished. I should have the H front cast on. I should have the CB, the front and the back are done. I'm working on the sleeves. One of them is a little bit farther along. It's almost to the go forward portion of the sleeve. So I should be there on that sleeve, and then past the every other knit row on the other sleeve. The CA, I should have both sleeves done by the end of next week. Should have. Because I'm doing them 2 at a time. Yes, I am. I'm going to be a lazy bum and do them 2 at a time. Because I get second sleeve syndrome the same way people get second sock syndrome. And then I have the B that I just have to do the sleeves on, and the sleeves on that are pretty straightforward. So I am moving right along, but I am trying to haul butt to get it all done. And then after all the pieces are done, then it's sewing everything up and finish work. Let me tell you, I'm already ready to be done. And it's not like I haven't picked up my needles. I've been knitting my fingers to the bone. I've been busting butt trying to get everything done. That's 9/10 of the reason why I haven't been doing the dailies or the live stream. I've been trying to focus on getting these dang products off my needles. That is why coffee is a much required thing in my house. Yep, I'll be fixing the second pot for today here in a little bit, and then turning on a deep dive into history on the TV, and going all in on kicking back with my feet up and just knitting to my little heart's content. Speaking of knitting to my little heart's content, I did something the other night that I haven't done in a long time. I drug out Big's Christmas blanket. The one that I've been promising him for like years. You know, that pretty blue one that I've been working on with the stripes, and it's in the sweet roll, and oh, it's gorgeous. I'll go get it real quick so you guys can see it. piece of one. You know, this giant thing. Like I said, this giant thing. I gotta find out where my needles are. There's one. And there's the other one. Yay. Because this is on a long cable, so. That is Big's blanket. So far. I am halfway on Big's blanket. Yep. So, the other night I was sick as heck and could not sleep because anytime I'd lay down I'd have a coughing fit. And I'd sit up and I'd be all buggery and it was bad. It was bad. So I'm like, you know what? I can't sleep. I can't breathe to sleep, so I'm just going to sit here and knit. That was what I ended up doing. And I still had to get kids on the bus. Lucky me, though, the nameless one was here because he had taken a small vacation from work, and he's like, I've got stuff to do around the house, so, you know, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, after I get kids on the bus, I'm going to go lay down and try to sleep. And he's like, okay. So he let me sleep, but at night it was a pain in the butt. So yeah. Big's blanket is moving right along. Yep, it is. This is supposed to fit a twin-size bed from... Yeah. And don't mind Finn. He's whining in the kitchen. That's normal. SOS normal. He's a whiny boy. So yeah, I kicked my feet up in the bed the other night and was working on that while I was trying to sleep and trying not to sleep. If you've had a sinus cold with a chest cold at the same time, you can't sleep. You get laid down and snuggled up, and then the hacking cough starts, and then your sinuses stop all up, and then you gotta sit up, and then when you sit up, you want to fall asleep, and you want to lay back down and go back to sleep, but you can't, because the minute you lay back down, you start coughing again, because all the sinusy stuff starts to drain. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Got the stinking t-shirt. Yep. So how y'all are? Y'all doing good? I hope so. I hope your life has not been as crazy as mine. Yes, that's why I sound like hell. I have been sick AF. I'm still sick AF, but I'm better than I was. For the first 2 days, I couldn't talk. It hurt to breathe. So yeah, like I said, things are moving right along. I should have everything done by the sneak peek, God willing. Fate willing, that's what it is. Because I learned a long time ago that good stuff can come into my path, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm getting everything ready for it, and then all of a sudden it's like the last possible second. Fate goes, yoink. You thought you were going to get something good. That's funny. You're alive. That's the best thing I can do for you. Yeah, it's seriously sucktastic. It's like everything's lining up. Everything's going to be nope. It's sucktastic. But I try to think of it as, it's karma is saving up something off, saving up for me to have something awesome. So I'm just curious as to what that awesome thing is. You know, I am. If karma's saving it all up, I'm gonna have either something awesome or something so fantastical. I'm like, wow, thanks. They did 40 years to give me that. Don't mind Ben, he's out in the kitchen whining. He wants mom, and he wants to be on screen with mom, and he's too rammy and jumpy, and he's a puppy. What can I say? He's a puppy. He just turned 6 months old not too long ago, and man, does he let you know it. Yes. I bought him a bed at our local Aldi's. Last time they had the dog beds. This boy has already torn holes into the corners of his dog bed. Because he chewed on it. Yeah, he's a chewer. There's a hole in my kitchen, in my couch. Yeah, that's from Big and Finn. Oh yeah. When is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay. Almost there. To the cable turn. Wednesday, I don't know if I'll be able to do the daily or post the blogs or anything like that. Diva has an eye appointment that day. See what I mean? Told you I'm still getting over this thing. Oh, there he is, chewing on squeakies. So yeah. Yeah, I hit halfway on Big's Afghan. I've got a little ways to go on the little's Afghans before I get halfway on theirs, but moving right along. Oh, would you quit? So yeah. Got everything accomplished this week that I planned. Other than moving that one thing downstairs, but that's okay. I can do that in a little while. It's been about a half an hour. I don't think we're going to be here much longer. Anyway. Well, not today, anyway. Tomorrow I will try to get back to the dailies. Yes, I have gone off the freaking rails. My whole life has gone off the rails, but let's just be honest here. I am trying to get back into the dailies and the blogs and updates on what I am working on so y'all can see my progress. So hopefully when the commission shop opens, y'all can see what I got in my head. That, and it helps that a lot of the stuff I am making is Christmas. That's my Christmas. And partially Sister's Christmas. It's like I was working on the G the other day and she looked at it and she's like, Mom, there's no way that's going to fit a grown person. Just by the time the cable got put in it, put in the pattern, in the base pattern. By the time I messed with the original pattern and put the cable into it, it went from yay wide to yay wide. So she's like, Mom, that's my sweater, right? Mm, possibly, I don't know. Depends on what it looks like when I get it all done. She's like, but I like that color it's in, so. Oh, like, mm, mm, mm. Babies, what can you do? Anyway, I am gonna go ahead and buzz right on out of here so I can get my feet up and get the blogs done and let the Thin Man out of the kitchen before he has an absolute freak out because he's pretty close to it anyway. Because he can hear Mom in here talking and he's like, who's Mom talking to? Because he's a nosy boy because he's just recently started. When I take him out at night, he's on a harness. Pardon me. And he will go out here in the yard and start barking at everything. And I do mean everything. The other night, it was, oh no, that was over the fair. You'd hear the fair going on at the fairgrounds. And he was barking at it. And then one morning, we went out there to potty early in the morning. I think it was like 5 in the morning. And there were chickens over across the way. The rooster was going and Finny was freaking out. The other night it rained and there was a toad that was hopping across the patio and it hopped across Finn's foot and Finny jumped. He's something else. Jury's still out on what half the time, but he's something else. Yeah, so I gotta go release the Kraken. Because otherwise he's gonna stand in the kitchen and whine and freak out until I do. I gotta know what Mom's doing. Gotta see what Mom's doing. Mom. Which is funny, because the older hooligan is still right there. Sound asleep. Right there. Sound asleep. Don't have a care in the world. She's like, nope, I ate all my barrel bone and I'm off in Dreamyland. Good for you, Sister Pister. So yeah, I am going to hop off of here and turn on the deep dive into history and sit here and knit to my little heart's content, and hopefully I'll be able to get this back done today. That would be awesome. Because I've got to go to like 34 inches, I think it said. Yeah. I've got to go to 34 inches. And because what I do is I find a pattern. Like, I make my own pattern for stuff because stuff is never the way I want it. But I couldn't find a lightweight cardigan pattern that I liked. So I found one that was oversized and heavyweight, and I'm like, And I tweaked it a little bit, and it worked. And I'm like, okay. So I wrote it down the way it worked. And now I've got this. You can't see it right now because that's... So now I got this. And I'll be working on this. And that pattern said the back needed to be 34 inches long. So, waha. So like I said, I'm going to kick my feet up and do all that stuff. If you are new here and you like the live stream for our channel, which is 1332 Knitwear Design House, make sure to give us a like, a comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and when you hit that subscribe button, there'll be this nifty little bell icon that comes up. If you click on it and hit all, you'll be notified every time I post right here on YouTube. I'm going to go back to doing the dailies. So Monday through Thursday, we got the daily. We got or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we got dailies. Monday we got the live stream, and then I may drop stuff in the discussions page or the community tab. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know. Those are kind of my wonky days because the kids are home. If you like the content, if you're checking us out on the playback, please make sure to check out our other Stitch and Breeze, where we actually do the stitching and the breathing and not just the chatting. Yep. That is the daily format that I mean. That's our daily format. I don't go live every day. No. Would you quit it? I tell you. Yes, that's him. Yeah. Oh yes, and if you notice, we got a new table. It is different from the old one. That is because, we busted another chair on the old one. And Dad seen that one at a thrift shop for all 6 chairs, 2 bar stools, and a table for like $50. And he's like, I'll take it. We'll make it work. I'll take it. My dad is awesome. Yes. And I like that better because I can sit there and sprawl out with my paperwork and see what all I'm working on instead of having a space just like this. Because of all the kids and stuff that they've piled up on my desk. So yeah, you can follow us here. You can follow us on Twitch. You can follow us on Insta, on Tumblr, and we are over on Ko-Fi. You can check us out over there if you want to make a donation or you want to join one of the membership tiers. We got 3 of those. We've also got the regular shop, and then the commission shop will open January 1st. Yep. I think that's everything. Oh, the Twitch stream is going to be changing too. It is scheduled right now for Wednesdays at 4. That's going to have to change. I think I'm going to switch it to Thursdays at like noon. Because I ain't got nothing going on Thursdays. So it slots right into all my other junk that I got doing. So yeah, anyways, folks, this has been our Stitch and Breeze for today. I am sending you huge hugs. I am sending you much love. I want to tell you that you are awesome. No matter what anybody else says. You're awesome. That's it. End of discussion. Anyway, huge hugs. Much love. Happy knitting, fam.